What's cracking, people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Ninja Gaiden Sigma. In the last one, we went through like 3 different gauntlets and got a couple of decent things, as well as a new weapon from beating Doku, the Kitetsu. The weapon used by Doku, it is a cursed Japanese sword that feeds on the souls of those it slays. We haven't used it yet, but I think in this episode we are going to end up using it. We also made it to the stairway to the Vigor capital, I believe, and found out that the door was locked. This one we're going to keep on going, and, well, just gently try to survive, as we usually do. Ooh, been back with Zarkon. Good here, and we're going to save here. So, before we continue on, I know we just switched to this, but you want to plug either Warhammer Delabro, either one works, doesn't really matter, and you want to break these skulls. Got a golden scarab. Break this one too. Nothing. Break this one. Interact. Life of the gods. It's kind of funny how they do that, because they try to trick you. They have the one facing the opposite direction. It's like, okay, that one, very clearly, they want you to open up. That's got to have something in it. And it's a golden scarab. The one you break in the middle is like, oh, well, I guess the ones that face forward don't have anything in it. But if you break the last one, you get rewarded with Life of the Gods, which we're going to go ahead and use. I forget how many Life of the Gods are in the game. I don't think I ever found all of them, but there should be enough to essentially max out your health. And we got a couple of underwater things here, and I'm going to just drop in. Because who am I if not the explorative type? And we have infinite air, so why the heck not? But yeah, in the last one, I kind of went on this whole tangent about enemy design and trying to make sure that you have like more agency to deal with them in terms of I'm just getting a lot of these types of guys. Oh my goodness. And just kind of how it is. I would like it if had a little bit more agency when fighting every single monster. I understand that would take a lot of like forethought in terms of enemy design, but it would be nice to have it. Okay, we got bats here. Too crazy. And this is pretty much acts as your refill station. Remember, anytime you come to these areas where they have like all these smaller enemies that, while they do damage to you, they're relatively easy to kill. It's pretty much just to recharge you. Got the caverns. Neat. So don't worry too much. You don't get too many of them, but it does help when you do get them. Okay, we stop showing off. But yeah, so I mean, I would continue that conversation. I think I said as much as I can in the last one. Just try to give you more agency when fighting them, so that way, even if they do have these ultimate attacks that do a lot of damage to you, it comes down more to your reflexes and being able to cancel them out, as opposed to just having the right weapon to deal with them. Ice Cavern. Got your mandatory ice level. Oh, here we go. I see you right there. You're sitting here. You see me doing the attack, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just flamethrower you. And if you just get caught in it, that's just your butt right there, and you can't do much about it because that's just how it works. Okay, you know what? Just lightning. Just when in doubt, shock it. Oh, see, that was close. See, right there, I was like, up here started doing, and he started doing the attack. It's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just grab you. It doesn't matter that you're doing this, all this damage with me with this giant sword. I'm just going to go ahead and just grab you because I can. And I killed him before he got to do anything to me. And that's what I'm, more or less what I'm getting at. It's like, I get it, they don't want you to be able to just combo the enemy into oblivion, but I think in a game like the first Ninja Gaiden, when they throw a lot of enemies at you, it does help to, you know, give the player character a fighting chance, you know? Like if you're gonna throw a bunch of enemies at me, then none of them should have invincibility frames, but they should be a little bit more aggressive in how they come at me. Yeah, let's see, can we gonna jump across here, so go ahead and save a bit. What's this? There's a pentagon-shaped depression in the door that looks like it must have once held something. Well, that gives you an idea what you need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump down this crevasse. Okay, come on. Okay, let's pull up Katetsu. And once again, if you want to see the techniques that each weapon has, here you go. Soul Eraser. During a Dead Soul Bind. Huh. Oh, wait, I gotta turn that off. I did not mean to... Here we go. Okay, I did not mean to have the karma display on. Yeah, if you turn on the karma display, you get an idea of like what you're supposed to do and how fast you're supposed to take out the enemies to get the best result. I am not going to do that because that is just not how I roll. Okay, I think I need... There we go. I'll give the game credit for this. They make sure that you use... Oh, I can actually throw the blade. Ah, suck it. You get demon thingamajig. Okay, is that it? Good? Okay. Did not mean to do that. Okay, I can't do nothing with that, so... I can't do nothing. Oh, okay. Interact. Large ice pillars hard as stone. The ruins are on the far side. The ruins on the far side are just barely visible through them. So I think that means you gotta go up the center here, right? I believe so. Here we go. Let's get the positioning just right. Come on. Come on. Get the positioning just right. Come on. Nope, I guess not. So I guess we gotta go this way then, right? No, that's not it. Ah, this way. You gotta go right, not left. Okay. I need to go somewhere. Aha! Kind of funny. We went from fighting humans and demons to essentially just fighting demons now. Yeah, that's the special move for the Kitetsu. You pretty much pull out the sheath and just beat people to death with it. Like you're essentially using like a pole arm for all intents and purposes. It's kind of cool when you can pull it off. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Ruins, nifty. Yeah. Ah, Shield of Vigor. Well, looks like that symbol we needed to find. So I guess we go ahead and bring this back. A metalworking mold in the shape of a cog. A blasting furnace is visible beyond the wall. Well, I gotta do something about that, but I can't get to it now. So we're just going to go ahead and jump back down this hole. And work our way back. That's all you really can do at this point. Let's see. But yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, I do appreciate the fact. Actually, I'm gonna go. Actually, no, I take that back. Let's go ahead and save for real quick, and I want to talk about something with Ninja Gaiden. This is the first one. The later Ninja Gaidens get a little bit better with this. The first Ninja Gaiden, as you have noticed, magma cavern. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, it's one of those situations. So what you can do here is you can just kind of pull out your bow and deal with them like this, because this is a little bit ridiculous. Ooh, what do we get here? Stone tablet left. All the pieces of the stone tablet have now been found. This complete tablet can be placed on the pedestal at the Twin Serpents Plaza in Tehran. I doubt any of you remember where that is, but trust me, we have seen this thing before. It's not a come out of nowhere kind of thing. Okay, I'm out of regular arrows, so we're going to bring out the explosive ones, because man oh man. Now I think you can't actually hit them when they're in the middle of their attack. So I think that's what was happening. That my arrows just bouncing off them. So you can either use your explosive arrows or your windmill shuriken or your Nimpo attacks to take care of these enemies if you still choose. A little bit of steam puzzle here. Back up here, and just be mindful of the steam vents. They at least let you know where they are. And that kind of negates a couple of things here, but as you can tell, I am not that good at getting past these things, because my timing on these can be really, really awkward. Now, Magma Lake. We'll jump over here. A large heavy stone door with an elaborate face relief carved into it. There are 2 holes where the eyes should be. Well, it's got to find the eyes. The eyes of the world, as it were. But yeah, as I was saying, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden Sima gives you... Oh, snap! Ninja Gaiden Sigma gives you a lot of weapons to work with. And as you can tell, you really don't need a whole lot of them. It's nice to get a lot of these, but a lot of the weapons do the exact same thing. Like the nunchaku, they're pretty much the Gregorian flails without the blades, and they're honestly just as useful. Being 100% with you, I don't think there's much. I don't think there's much in the way of reasoning between using one over the other, just in the Chaku. And the Dragon Sword and Kitetsu, well, the only thing about the Kitetsu is just a few different moves. You can still do, for all intents and purposes, the exact same attacks. See, I'm going to go ahead and take care of some of these because I am not dealing with you. You can, for all intents and purposes, use one over the other, and there wouldn't be much of a difference. Like, there's no real need to use the Kitetsu over the Dragon Sword, or the Dragon Sword or the Kitetsu. It just depends on what your preference for what your preference for what your preference for combos is. And I'm alone with you. I don't see much difference in using one over the other. That is just me. Alright, okay. I don't see any way over there, but I was like, oh wait, you gotta do that. So we got here. There's a round depression in the door that looks like it must have once held something. Well, gotta find another depression then. And just save here. But yeah, I mean, it's like, they give you a lot of weapons that, for all intents and purposes, do the exact same thing. Oh, we got a new thing. An Omelet of Fortune. So we can buy some more stuff, but what I'm going to do, because I am curious. Ooh, that's actually a hefty price tag there. Kitetsu up, and the Kitetsu one time is just 304,000, so not too bad. We're pretty much going to be able to afford that pretty soon if we don't mess up. But as you can see, a lot of the weapons pretty much serve the exact same purpose. Like Rachel's Warhammer is pretty much your ability to take care of these guys without much trouble. It's pretty much your take care of these bigger enemy kind of weapon. But if you've been doing what I've been doing, by the time you get Rachel's Warhammer, you will have enough scarabs for the Delabro, and arguably the Delabro is a much better weapon for this than the Warhammer. Being 100% with you, so it's weird that they just have all these weapons that seem to do the exact same thing. Where the only unique ones are the Dragon Tiger, I think it's Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang or something like that. Wrong way. The dual blades essentially, the lunar staff, and that's pretty much it in terms of melee weapons, right? Like, I'm looking at this right, and I've never used a wooden sword, so I can't tell you. But yeah, they give you like essentially 3 weapons that do they seem to give you duplicate weapons. They got better about this in later Ninja Gaiden games, where you actually get a lot more unique weapons. Well, I won't say more unique weapons, but each weapon itself has a unique role that it plays. You don't have to worry about repeats and whatnot. I'm going to do that. I mean, we're at a point now where we really don't need to worry about bow and arrows, because they're just not a viable tactic. this. There we go. That's good. Bring it out. Like for instance, it's like if I'm going to use the nunchuck, I'm probably going to use the Gregorian flail, and it's going to be 100% good. Because it serves the exact same purpose. It serves the exact same purpose. Like there's no real reason to use one of these. There's no reason to use the Gregorian, use the nunchuck or the other. It's just down to preference. But yeah, no, Ninja Gaiden 2 and by extension 3, well, for the most part, 3 just kind of reuses a lot of the weapons from 2. Well, I say by reuses a lot, I mean pretty much every single one from 2, barring like 3 of them. But it does give you some unique weaponry to use, you know? And each one does serve a special role when it comes to its special moves, but, for the most part, chilly wind is blowing in from the crack in the wall. But, there's a big but here. You can pretty much use any weapon you want to tackle any situation you want in Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3. Like, I have had, like, in Ninja Gaiden 2, they introduced the Falcon Talons, which are essentially claws that go on your hands and feet, and it was such an iconic weapon that they actually carried it over to Ninja Gaiden 3. Like it wasn't a one-off, and then they had to replace the entire thing. Because a lot of the weapons in Ninja Gaiden 2, barring the let's see, let me look it up. I had to really look it up right now. Barring the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, pretty much all the weapons. Barring the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, and the have I never found this? I guess not. And the Lunar, I believe. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Positioning is not my strong suit. But yeah, barring the Dragon's Claw and the Lunar, and I want to say, obviously the Dragon's Sword, because that's been around since, I want to say, the original Ninja Gaiden. Pretty much all the weapons are completely new. There is a Delabro replacement, but it's called, I think, Enma's Fang, I want to say. So you do have a random duplicate, but for the most part, all the weapons are essentially new. And they're new in such a way that you have the ability to essentially experiment and find the weapons that you like to use personally. And this is what we're going to end off on. And they're a lot more focused and a lot more versatile. Like I have gone, like when I played Ninja Gaiden 3, which was my first Ninja Gaiden game. I'm not gonna lie, Ninja Gaiden 3 was my introduction to Ninja Gaiden. Once I got used to the weapons, I had like whole playthroughs where I used nothing but the Falcon Talons, or the dual swords, or in that game they give you a scythe. I think it was a carryover from Ninja Gaiden 2. And the fact that you have the ability to essentially fight with all of these weapons, and you can go through the entire game with these weapons and not worry about them, essentially forcing you to switch weapons because of an enemy type, is, I think, a testament to game design. Because the enemies are still difficult. They will still wreck your shop. They will still give you trouble, even if you are proficient in one particular weapon or another. But giving you the ability to essentially just pick your favorite weapon and then just go through the game like that, that's kind of what I prefer. Rather than forcing you to have these situational weapons that just use them for one particular enemy and you put them away. That in my opinion is bad game design, in my opinion. Anyway, we'll get more into that next time. I've been Anansi, and I'll catch you later.